Hey, it's the Family IT Guy here. In the previous video I showed you how I made myself a home server. I did this using my children's computer and my main computer and swapping some parts around between them. I had intended that my children then use my main computer and I share it with them, but I found that getting on my computer was an issue at times, and also I wasn't happy with the network connectivity that I was getting for transferring large files around the network. So today I've got a video that shows you how I set about getting a new computer for my children to use. So I wanted a computer for my children to be able to browse the web and do homework basically, so office applications and things like that. Now this machine is an ex-corporate machine, so a machine that's belonged to a company that they'd used for a few years and then sold on. Now I mentioned that the machine came with a 500GB hard drive like this, and this is potentially one of the weak spots of buying an old machine, is that the hard drive might have had a lot of usage. So what I did instead was bought a 60GB SSD and installed Windows on there instead. Now that only cost me about £30, and the speed of SSDs is considerably more than hard drives. So if we just take a quick look inside the machine, as you can see over here, that is where I've installed the SSD to replace the hard drive. It fits in quite nicely. There's a space for an additional graphics card if you want to put one in, although you would have to be careful to make sure that you didn't exceed the wattage that the power supply could deliver. So here's the machine, and we'll boot it up and see how quickly it works. Not too bad, even for an old dual-core processor. And here's their machine installed and in position. I'm using a cheap hook that I bought from a local DIY store that only cost £1. That's keeping the headphones in position. And we're using a fairly cheap wireless keyboard so that if it gets damaged it's easy to replace and it's not too much of an issue. Again, the mouse is also a very cheap mouse, but it serves the purpose. There is one issue I've had with the machine after using it for several months, and it's one of the headphone jacks on the front has stopped working. So I solved it by buying a little component like this that plugs into a USB connector on the back of your machine, and then you can plug your headphones into that instead. So no need to go searching for a front panel. So there you have it. I'm quite happy with the machine and the price I paid for it, and the kids are happy too, and it hasn't let them down. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.